Godot is a great game engine, but who said it ever had to make games? The engine has the power to make anything you want, really. I've used the engine to make a few games already, but in my ongoing quest to broaden my knowledge in Godot, I decided to waste my weekend making anything but a game within the game engine. And so, I took one of mankind's most useful and most utilized tools and made it utterly worthless. Because today, I'm making a really useless calculator. Now I think some good criteria to lay out for this challenge is that 1. No matter how poor the user experience becomes, the calculator remains usable at all times. All of the buttons should always be accessible, and you should be able to input any equation you'd like at any point. And 2. The calculator always gives the right output, because otherwise, it's just not a calculator. So with that out of the way, let's begin. Alright, so we got a new Godot project here. I think I'm mostly just going to be working with UI stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm probably going to have a bunch of buttons. Now usually I would throw them in probably a grid container, but thinking ahead, I'm going to probably have a bunch of these buttons getting thrown around the entire screen. So putting them in a container might not be the best decision. But going without a grid container had its own set of problems, as I had to manually set all of the anchors for each button. This caused quite a few issues along the way. Why is this background not changing color? Oh my god, I did not leave space for the last row. Slight miscalculation. Oh my god, I'm 0.01 off with this margin. Oh, that bothers me. Eventually though, I got it looking how I wanted and was able to start programming. Okay, so I think this should work. Basically, we are going through this entire folder, getting all of these buttons, and connecting their pressed signal to this function down here, and all it does is add whatever text is on the button to this guy right here. So, nice! And now we gotta just deal with the edge cases of like clearing and the backspace and the equal sign. Nice. I then coded the logic for the rest of the buttons, and got them working a lot sooner than I expected. Oh, wait. It works? Hold on. 4. Okay, wait, it works. Yeah, I just made a calculator. I didn't expect it to work there. Okay, I guess edge case testing. What if we 0 divided by 0? We get nan. Is that gonna break anything? Cause that won't convert. Okay, it's a little buggy. So I was trying to explain my code while recording this, but it didn't turn out super well. Basically, all that's happening is that I have a big switch case statement here to sort out all of the buttons on the calculator. Some of them have identical behavior, such as 0 through 9 just appending their value to the answer field, but other buttons required me to save things to variables or edit the answer field to get the behavior I was looking for. Here is where I also added the ability to immediately hit another operation after inputting a second number. That way you wouldn't have to keep hitting equals first. But with that out of the way, now it's time to add a bunch of dumb stuff. And the idea I have in mind is that every time you enter an equation, some small alteration happens to the calculator. Like 2 buttons could swap positions. There'll be very minor changes at first, but as you use the calculator more and more, they'll compound on each other and make it increasingly more annoying to use. And luckily, this shouldn't be too hard to implement in my code, as I already have a calculate function that I can add on to. Alright, here's the first event that I made, which is just swapping the position of 2 buttons. Let's see if this works. So 2 plus 2. Oh, 9 and 3 swap there. Oh my god. Oh, this is so dumb. The equal sign can't swap because I don't want to deal with math with a 2 wide. I just don't want to deal with it. I then added 2 more minor events, including rotating a button and moving a button to a random position on screen. And even with just these 3 changes, things quickly escalated. I think it's already gone too far. What am I even looking at anymore? Alright, let's try and use this. What is this button? Is it? Oh, that's clear. Okay. Is this 6 or 9? That's 9. 9 plus 99 plus 4 is 103. After this, I thought it'd be a good idea to add a few more tame events to balance it all out. So I made one just change the background. I also thought it'd be funny to have one open up a new tab to this video. Okay, so this line right here should open up my YouTube homepage channel. Oh. Perfect. Okay. So I guess when I upload this video that you're watching right now, I'll go back and change this line to the link to the video, because I'm not sure I can generate the link without even uploading it, so just gonna have to wait. And so the last thing I want to add to this project is some audio. I already added a basic click when you hit a button, but I also wanted a sort of deny sound when you click an invalid button, so I sampled my guitar to create the sound. Ooh, that was a good one. And of course, I added one final alteration where it'll swap out the regular button click with a random meme sound. I went with a metal pipe falling because I have the mind of a 4-year-old and I still find it funny. Okay, so I have a signal hooked up here to play the audio whenever the buttons are pressed, but I also have a random event here to change the audio to this audio file list. Right now it's just the metal pipe in there. So yeah, we have the default, but then now it says num1, so this should play the metal pipe. Okay, and then everything else should be fine. Okay, so sweet. So now if we hit enter before having any parameters, or if we hit 2 operators back to back, we get the deny sound. And with that, I think the program's complete. And there you have it. Just a silly little project of mine that I wanted to share with you all. I know it's nothing special, but I still learned quite a lot from it, so I'd consider it a success. If you'd like to check this project out, I'll leave a link to it down in the description. But other than that, that's gonna be it from me today. See you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. Sorry this video has taken a while to make. I've just been busy with college lately, but I mean, the semesters have been winding down, so hopefully that'll mean I'll have more time for making videos. With this video, I wanted to try out a new format with more live commentary, and I think it turned out pretty well, but let me know what you think. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and all of that, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye-bye, I'm out.